Win as one. EA Sports FIFA 21 sponsors Saturday Social.
Right, only one place to start. Let's start by talking about the title race because it was a big game midweek, wasn't it? It was first versus second at the time as Liverpool took on Spurs. Big win for Liverpool. Now, there was some disagreement at the end of the game about which team had the better of the game. This is what Jose Mourinho thought after the game. So Jose Mourinho said, I told him, that's Jurgen Klopp, that the best team lost. So those are the thoughts of Jose Mourinho. Jose then said, but he disagreed, and that's his opinion. That's fine. It was all very amicable. It has to be said. Klopp then said he thought he was joking. So Klopp disagreeing that he thought Spurs were the better team. We also saw what Trent Alexander-Arnold thought. He put this on his Twitter and his Instagram, quite simply saying, best team won. There we go. So Chunkz, firstly, I've got to come to you. Who do you agree with then? It was an epic game. Felt like it could have gone either way, not loads in it, but who do you think were the better team, firstly, mate?
I reckon Liverpool, man. Just in terms of the way they play, I think they were more positive, and I think they were trying to get a result out of it, whereas we know what Jose is used to. He just wants to, set up shop and try to get a good result for himself. But yeah, it just didn't work out this time. I do respect Jose, but I just think that Liverpool were the better team, and that's the reason they won.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one because I kind of agree with you. I think they had a lot of the ball, but I think Tottenham created some unbelievable chances in the game. And I saw one particular stat from Opta doing the rounds. Here they are. Opta defined big chance in tonight's game. Liverpool 0, Spurs 4. Textbook smash and grab from Klopp's boy, says James Moore, who is a Tottenham fan. I think a bit tongue-in-cheek there. It is worth mentioning as well, I think, I don't know how Opta are classifying big chances. If a free header from 6 yards from Bobby Firmino isn't classified as a big chance. But that wasn't the only stat from Opta that caught people's attention. This one did as well. Tottenham only completed 75 passes in the first half, the fewest by Mourinho's side in a match since his Real Madrid side completed 54 in their opening 45 minutes against Pep's Barca in 2012. Madrid won that one 2-1. Tottenham lost this one. So do you think it's going to be a big blow, a big psychological blow, the way they conceded a late-minute goal? E-Man, what are your thoughts?
Personally, no. I mean, recently what I've been seeing from Tottenham is that it's kind of like their play style. You can see from the game against Arsenal as well, what happened, they got their goals early, and then from then Arsenal was all over them, but Arsenal just couldn't punch. So I think play style for them, that doesn't really matter. I mean, if they can get their chances and finish off, for an example, if they finished their chances against Liverpool, they would have won the game, but they didn't, with Bergwijn missing 2 big chances as well. So personally, I don't think the play style really matters, and I don't think it's going to affect them, to be honest.
Yeah, since you mentioned that, let's talk about the playing style in a bit more depth, because a lot of people were quite vocal in the week about the playing style, and Jose Mourinho actually was asked about Tottenham's playing style. This is what he had to say about it.
Don't enjoy to watch, don't watch. It's as simple as that. I've been a pundit myself for a couple of months, and I learn to respect them, even if I don't agree. So they can say what they want.
So Chunkz, Jose's saying there, if you don't enjoy to watch, don't watch. I want to ask you, Chunkz, if you think the criticism of Jose's playing style is a bit harsh. Got a few stats I'm going to chuck at you. Spurs got 7 points and 3 clean sheets from the games against Arsenal, Chelsea and Man City.
Here we go, Tottenham fan.
6 away. It's got 6 away to Man United, 5 away to Southampton, 3rd highest scorers in the league, and have the best defensive record in the league. So do you think the criticism on Jose's style is a bit harsh, Chunkz?
No, yes, it's great. I love it. No, I'm joking. No, Jose, to be fair, he's been like this since we can remember. So I don't know why that's all of a sudden become a problem. I think it's when someone's doing well, you just want to criticize them for anything they're doing. So last week it was the Kane thing. Now it's just Jose's play style. I think they just don't want to they just don't want people to, or people don't want like Tottenham to play well and have no criticism. So you know what, Jose's always been like this. Just let him play how he wants to play, man. He's getting the results. Fair enough, it didn't work out against Liverpool, but usually it does. By you telling me the stats right there. So yeah, I reckon Jose's cool, man.
And I want to get your thoughts on it as well, because we heard Gary Neville made a very interesting point actually after the Manchester derby, which, let's face it, wasn't a classic. He said, if Jose Mourinho was manager of either of these two teams, we'd be killing them now, was what Gary Neville said. Are other teams guilty of playing defensive football, particularly in big games when a lot of the top 6 meet? We've seen that a lot of teams have played quite defensively. Do you think it's a bit unfair that Jose gets singled out? And also, onto your earlier point, do you think it matters about playing style if you're getting results?
That's what I'm saying. Personally, look, the aim of football, you're there to whatever play you're doing. If it works for your team, then it works for your team. I mean, like, if you're going to be parking the bus, go and park the bus. People are definitely not going to like it. People are going to hate 100%. But if you're in your 3 points at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Smithy, you're the Tottenham fan here. I want to come to you a little bit. If results were to dry up, would you still be happy playing this way of football?
The thing is, Joe, I've spoken to a lot of Spurs fans about it, and I've been quite impressed with the way Spurs have been playing this year, to be honest, in terms of results and stuff. I know what you're saying. If your question is if results dry up and I'm happy with the start.
Yeah.
Well, at the minute, I look at the Liverpool game, like as Eman alluded to there, we had some big chances to win that. And Liverpool haven't lost at Anfield for years. So I'm quite pleased with what's going on at Spurs at the minute, to be honest. Great manager, great players. And I do think Spurs are in and amongst the title race contenders. I do think Liverpool are probably favourites. But I'm pretty happy at the minute, mate. But I know that you're trying to just hammer me down for that last-minute winner, which is as painful as it is now as it was that night. It's still very painful, mate.
Well, we can have a look at some of the title contenders now. We can have a look at the top half of the Premier League table because there's plenty of clubs still in contention here. Liverpool, obviously, at the top of the table at the moment, 28 points from 13 games. But if you run down here, Tottenham only 3 points back. Southampton, unbelievably up there, 24 points from 13 games. Leicester as well, level with Southampton. Then we've got Everton and Manchester United can actually go second if they win their game in hand. They can leapfrog Tottenham. They've gone above Chelsea, who have dropped down to 7th. So, Chunkz, a few weeks ago, we were all laughing at Kyle Walker when he said Manchester United could be involved in a title race. Do you think we shouldn't have been laughing? Are you laughing now?
So I'll tell you what it is where this year is just a mess. That anything can happen. So, I think I was just laughing because I didn't realise how close they actually were. Like, you know what? I'm at the stage where anything can happen. I'm not laughing at anything. Yeah, if someone now says Sheffield's going to come out of the relegation zone and win, it can happen. well, that can't happen.
In the league.
Anything can happen.
In the league.
I'm just playing. Definitely playing about. That's definitely a joke, by the way. Don't click that. Chunkz doesn't know what he's talking about. It's a joke. But no, with the United thing, yeah, of course. Now just seeing that, bro, they one game off and then they could potentially get second or third. So yeah, man, I want to apologise to Kyle Walker live on Sky.
Yeah, and what about Chelsea? I don't know what's gone wrong with Chelsea at the moment, but they've really struggling against the top teams. They're yet to beat a team in the top 10. E-man, what do you think is going wrong for Frank Lampard, and is he going to be able to turn it around?
I mean, super frank. I don't know if he's going to be able to turn it around, man. I don't know. That's why, honestly, with my top 3, with who I think is going to win the Premier League as well, Liverpool, Tottenham, Man United, Chelsea, I think they're going to make it up there. It's finished. I know I'm saying early stages as well, but that's what I'm pretty much going for. I don't really think Chelsea are around, man. They're having a shaky start to the season, so yeah. They don't
know their best 11 yet, I think.
They don't know the best 11.
Yeah, they don't know
obviously they've never had all their players fit at one time, and I think that it's a mess right now. They're just playing people out of position. Werner keeps going on the left. I don't know why he's there. And then they got Kai Havertz out of position. Pulisic's not playing in his right position. It's just I think it's a bit of a messy mess.
Yeah, what about Timo Werner then? Because like you said, he's been playing a little bit out on the left wing, isn't he? You think sticking through the middle?
Through the middle. And stop forcing this Giroud thing, man. I know he played well at the Europa League, but yeah, I think you just have to play. I think you have to play a team of Werner. Like play the players that you're putting big money on. Play them in the position they want to play in. You know what I mean? I reckon footballers are always going to say, I can play anywhere in the front 3, but they want to play up top in it, or Werner does anyway. In terms of, to be fair, even like I don't think he's that clinical. Regardless, like I watched him, bro. Like he's not. He's not really what they were talking about in Leipzig. Yeah, man. I think the Prem's just getting to him, Carl. He's not really popping.
All right, let's get some title predictions then, shall we, from each of us. Smithy, let's come to you then. Spurs fan. Are you going to say Spurs are going to win the league?
I would love Tottenham to win the league, Joe. It would make me so happy. It really would make me so happy. Do you know, as I was answering that question, I was visualising it in my head there, and I completely forgot what it was. I've got to be honest. I think Liverpool are fantastic. And what I'll say about Liverpool is the fact that they are top with the injuries they've had, and it shows the squad depth they have. And some of those players are going to be coming back. I think Liverpool are the team to beat, and I do think Spurs are definitely going to be up there. But I probably think Liverpool will lift the Premier League trophy, if I'm being honest, mate.
Yeah, Chunkz.
I'm the same, bro. I literally believe it's out of those two. It's also out of Arsenal's rival, Tottenham. He falls into Arsenal. Lost his mind. I was Tottenham or Liverpool. It all depends on like the players or who's available. Because I think if they lose Son or Kane, game over. And those guys usually do like to come out of the season quite a bit. Well, not Son too much. But how Kane stayed fit this long already is a shock for me.
Yeah,
I didn't even. You man, who you saying?
You know what? You guys might be thinking what we're talking about, but honestly, I reckon United might pull this one. United could.
Something very different. He's loving that.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're winning the last couple of games in the Premier League. Don't talk about the Champions League, but and Liverpool as well. Liverpool, they're doing very well with the injuries that they've had as well. I'm telling you now. But in the next few games, I don't think they can hold it on for much longer. I think they might start dropping points eventually. And Spurs as well, they're doing bits as well. Harry Kane having probably one of his best seasons at the moment, starting off very good, and Son as well. So I think I'm going Liverpool, Spurs, and United. But I'm going to go United first. Honestly, I don't know why.
Okay, United first. Joe, very quickly in a word, who are you going?
Yeah, it's going to be Liverpool.